Sorry about that delayed reaction, but it caught me off guard. I hit something on my goddamn keyboard and it totally threw me off whack. But I want to say, first and foremost, as you see, I am alone today. I do not have anybody. I don't have a guest. The guest that I was supposed to have on tonight both had family things that they had to do, which is completely fine. It's Christmas Eve. So, it happens. But since it is Christmas Eve, I wanted to do my first ever somewhat supernatural Christmas special because it's Friday. And what do I do on Fridays? I give you guys somewhat supernatural on Fridays. So, with it being Christmas, whatever would I be talking about? Well, let me tell you what we're talking about today. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. We all know the wonderful and joyous Christmas songs that we were taught as children. Every year when December 25th slowly approached and we began winter vacation and couldn't wait for a Christmas morning so that we could open our presents that brought to us by jolly old Saint Nick. But little did we know that Saint Nick wasn't the only one making his rounds. Now, we were told to be good boys and girls or Santa would give us coal, but the truth is there was a much darker reason for us to behave and a much more sinister punishment than just a stocking full of coal. While Santa gave all the good boys and girls around the world gifts, Krampus, his dark counterpart, was whipping the bad kids, hitting them with sticks, and those that were really bad, dragging them to the depths of hell for their ultimate punishment. Now, while you won't hear songs about Krampus on the radio, this time of year there are a ton of movies you could watch that bring him into the spotlight. Krampus is a half goat, half demonic beast who literally beats children into being nice. So why would we not talk about that? Like, that is like the ultimate Christmas cryptid. I'm sure there's, tons of other cryptids and things. I mean, this isn't really a cryptid per se. It falls more in the category of a legend. But that's what we're going to talk about tonight for a little bit. This episode's going to be a lot shorter than most of my other episodes because, like I said, this is just a Christmas special. There's nothing, I don't have long notes on this. I just wanted to come on and, basically wish all of you guys Merry Christmas. But oh my God, I completely forgot. I left my eggnog in the fridge. Son of a bitch. That was like the intricate thing. I was going to drink eggnog and I completely forgot. But since the last episode of Somewhat Supernatural, what have I been up to? I was, of course, on the Gore and More podcast, which I am every Monday. And I'm going to talk about movies here that involve Krampus, and we've actually reviewed some of these movies. And the guys have as well before I was ever on the show. So, it's going to be funny because the page that I looked at the list of Krampus movies, they listed them from worst to best. And I know just from being on the show for the little bit that I have, some of these movies suck. So the fact that they put one of these movies at as high as they did, I question the authenticity of the website that I went to for the list of these movies. What else have I done? I haven't really done any ghost stuff lately. I've been on vacation. I've been on vacation for a week. Today is a week that I've been on vacation, and it's so fucking weird. It's so weird being on vacation. Like, I don't have anything to do. I've been waking up after 12, which makes me feel really gross. I don't know why. I guess I'm so used to waking up like super early that when I sleep past 12 o'clock, I just feel really gross. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like half of my day's already wasted. But best damn believe I stayed in bed. I didn't get my ass up. I stayed in bed and watched TV all damn day. I did get my final Christmas shopping out of the way because I'm one of those people that procrastinates. I wait till the very last fucking minute to go Christmas shopping. But I got everybody taken care of for the most part. There are some gifts that I did not get to get yet, but I will get them. Before I forget, just a quick, if you guys do believe in the healing power of prayer, which I'm sure some of you do, if you guys could throw some good vibes and some good prayers out there for my cousin Mario right now. He's not doing too good. Things aren't looking well for him. He's older. He's my dad's cousin, but, still, I grew up with him. So he's in my thoughts and prayers right now. Hopefully he pulls through. because it's gonna be a pretty shitty Christmas if he passes. Brody Kane, Merry Christmas, motherfucker. How you doing, brother? So I've been fucking on TikTok all goddamn week. Like TikTok has been wrecking my brain. I get on TikTok and I'm like, I'm just gonna check out a few, see if any of my videos have jumped up in numbers. Well, I came across a TikTok and I don't remember the TikToker's name, but he give me a second. Oh, he was drinking moonshine. He was getting requests from people for him to try this moonshine, and I was intrigued because he took a couple of sips of this moonshine and he was like, "Yo, that's good." He said it smells horrible, but it tasted really good. So, oh, Brody, you're about to crack a cold one? Well, I'm about to take a drink of what is called Old Smoky Mountain Blue Flame Moonshine. Okay. Your eyes do not deceive you. This moonshine is blue. All right. If you light this on fire, the flame is blue. It is blue flame moonshine. All right. I was going to mix this with my eggnog, but I forgot my goddamn eggnog in the fridge and it's too far for me to get up and go get it. So we're going to take a swig of this bad boy right here and we're going to taste it and see what it tastes like. I really only ever drink Jaeger. I don't drink anything else. Jaeger is the only thing that I fucking drink. So we're going to see. We're going to see. No, I'm not slamming the whole thing. I have to work tonight. I have to fucking work the bar tonight. So this right here is enough to get you fucking sloshed. And I cannot go to work sloshed. So, Brody, since you're in here with me, brother, I'm raising it up to you. We're going to take a little swig here. And first, let me open it and get a smell. Oh, my God. It doesn't smell too bad, but fuck. Cheers, matey. Cheers. Woo. Yo, that's not horrible. I did drink half of it. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be because I've had some fucking moonshine that I feel it here in my chest. It's burning. Don't get me wrong. But it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. 128 proof. 128 proof. If you can find the big bottles, the big mason jars, try it. I got these small ones that were like $3. Why not? No, hold on. My doggy is in the way. He needs to move and if you can tell, I do have a new backdrop. I moved my desk. I kind of turned my desk to the side. Figured it was time to move things around. Got my boy Jason Voorhees back there. But yeah, whoo, man, my face is feeling warm already. Damn. Not too bad. I'm gonna throw that shit in my eggnog though after I get done here. So back to what we are talking about. We are talking about Krampus, the Christmas devil. So what does Krampus look like? I'm sure you guys have seen the movie. Actually, Donnie, you would think that tonight would be the night that Santa and Krampus were out and about, but it's actually not tonight. It originally originated in December 5th and December 6th, I believe. So it's another thing that, the church moved around, but we'll get to that. But what does Krampus look like? So Krampus has horns, of course. He has dark hair, fangs, and a long tongue. He is basically the anti-Saint Nicholas. He comes with a chain and bells, and he lashes about, along with a bundle of birch sticks meant to swat naughty children. He then hauls the bad kids down to the underworld. So if you've seen the movie Krampus or any iteration of the movie of the cinema Krampuses, Krampi, however the fuck you would say it, they don't look the way they do in the movies, especially the very well-known Krampus that came out in 2015, I think it was. Um, he looks nothing like that. He doesn't look like Santa Claus with like a fucked up face or anything like that. He looks like a demon. Um, and actually, the movie that we just reviewed, A Christmas Horror Story, kind of got it right, but the color was off. They made him gray as opposed to being like a darker black fur color of Krampus, which is traditionally what he looks like. So the history of the Krampus figure has been theorized as stretching back to pre-Christian Alpine traditions. So this goes back to way before the church was around, obviously. Donnie said sounds like an Iron Maiden album cover. Yeah, I mean, it's fucking totally fucking metal, bro. Krampus is totally fucking metal. But yeah, I mean, it goes back way before the church. He was actually thought to be part of like pagan rituals for the winter solstice. So you got to think how far back those traditions go as opposed to what we were taught through Christianity. So, there, of course, there's a reason that the church doesn't want a demon associated with, the birth of baby Jesus, which is a whole other fucking topic to get on. Because if you've done your research, this ain't it. This ain't the time baby Jesus was born. But hey, that's neither here nor there. Whatever. But to tell you how far back he goes, so according to legend, he's the son of Hel, which is the Norse god of the underworld. So Krampus not only is this Christmas devil, he's also a fucking Norse god. Like, he's right there with fucking Thor. He's right there with Odin. He's one of those entities that has been around way longer than Santa Claus, of course, because when did really Father Christmas come to be? That's something I should have researched and I didn't. But we're not talking about Santa Claus. We're talking about Krampus. Holy shit. Off of that one little swig, I'm feeling a little woozy here, guys. I'm feeling a little light here. I'm feeling a little light. So, like I said, according to legend, he is the son of Hel, which is the Norse god of the underworld. With the spread of Christianity, Krampus became associated with Christmas despite efforts by the Catholic Church to ban him. Now, why would the Catholic Church want him banned? Could it be because he looks like the devil, or what the church wants you to believe is the devil? I think that's exactly why the church would want to get rid of this entity that was celebrated, because yeah, he was feared, but he was also celebrated. They had festivals, and they still have festivals to celebrate Krampus. But we'll get to that. So the Krampus figure persisted, and by the 17th century, Krampus had been incorporated into Christian winter celebrations by pairing Krampus with Saint Nicholas. So they put these two dudes together. They were like, well, Saint Nick is the good. So we already have Krampus, who's, punishing kids for the winter solstice. So we have Saint Nick, who's doing these great things, and he's, making the kids happy and bringing them gifts. They would put their boots outside, and hopefully, if they were good, their boots would be filled with, fruits and little knickknacks and things like that. It wasn't the way it is commercialized now, the way we have Christmas. But the church did try to ban him, which, I mean, it happens. It happens, Krampus. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. It happens. So people still kept the legend alive, even though the church tried to say, the fuck out of here. The fuck out of here with that Krampus shit. The church could not stop the legend of Krampus. They could not stop people from believing in Krampus. They could not stop people from participating in these things that they participated in. So fast forward, in the aftermath of the 1932 election in Austria, the Krampus tradition was prohibited by the Dollfuss regime under the clerical fascist Fatherlands Front, which I can't even pronounce in fucking Austrian. It's like Vaterländische Front, and the Christian Social Party. So they basically in 1932 they made it illegal to even celebrate the Krampus tradition. They would imprison you if they caught you even remotely recognizing Krampus, which is fucked up because, I mean, yeah, 1932 is a long time ago, but it's really not that long ago. I mean, it's almost 100 years, 90 years ago, but I mean, 90 years really ain't shit, man. So in the 1950s, the government distributed pamphlets titled Krampus is an Evil Man. Towards the end of the century, a popular resurgence of Krampus celebrations occurred and continued till today. Discussing his observations in 1975 while in Erding, a small town in Styria, an anthropologist named John J. Hongeman wrote that the St. Nicholas festival we are describing incorporates cultural elements widely distributed in Europe, in some cases going back to pre-Christian times, which I've stated before. This is older than the church. Nicholas himself became popular in Germany around the 11th century. The feast dedicated to this patron of children is only one winter occasion in which children are the objects of special attention, others being Martinmas. I say everything with a fucking Hispanic accent when I try to pronounce like other shit. The Feast of the Holy Innocents, and New Year's Day. Masked devils acting boisterously and making nuisances of themselves are known in Germany since at least the 16th century, while animal masked devils combining dreadful comic antics appeared in medieval church plays. A large literature, much of it by European folklorists, bears these subjects. Austrians in the community we studied are quite aware of heathen elements being blended with Christian elements in the St. Nicholas customs and in other traditional winter ceremonies. They believe Krampus derives from a pagan supernatural who was assimilated to the Christian devil. So the church is trying to make Krampus the devil. They're trying to say if you even, remotely celebrate Krampus, you're worshiping the devil, which was not the fucking case. What's up, Tim? How's it going, man? Glad to see you back, brother. Well, first time for Somewhat Supernatural, but I did see you on Gorin more the other day. Or was it reverse? I don't remember. Or was it here on Somewhat Supernatural? I don't remember, brother. I don't remember, but Merry Christmas, Christmas Eve, whatever. It might be Christmas where you are. I don't know. Merry Christmas, everyone. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays, whatever the fuck you celebrate. We're all inclusive here in the castle of Lord Scubacabra. We don't discriminate against everybody. Whatever you want to celebrate is whatever you want to celebrate. But yeah, so the church was trying to basically turn this shit around and say, no, hold up. This Krampus that you're having these festivals for, this Krampus that you're saying is coming and, taking kids, that's the devil. That is that's Satan, and you're worshiping Satan. I mean, come on, man. This guy was around before your religion, so how are you going to sit there and say that he is in fact the devil? Doesn't make any sense. There's a lot of that in Christianity, especially in Catholicism. If you do your research, you can see for yourself that there's a lot of things that the church incorporates into religion that really has nothing to do with their religion to begin with, but it was a way to get followers in. It was a way to get people to notice what they were trying to do, by incorporating all this stuff. So you're celebrating, the festival of Yule. You're celebrating all these other things around, the winter the winter solstice festival. But hey, guess what also happened here? The birth of our Lord and Savior. So your stuff is happening because this happened. And I understand that we don't really have proof, and I know that this is what you've been celebrating all these years, but no. Fuck your beliefs. Listen to us because we're right. So that's I don't mean to go on a tangent there, but I'm just saying that is pretty much dumbing it down what the church did to try to get rid of these pagan slash heathen holidays. Um, so the Krampus tradition is being revived in Bavaria as well, along with a local artistic tradition of hand carved wooden masks. In 2019, there were reports of drunken or disorderly conduct by masked Krampuses. So it is Krampuses in some Austrian towns. I've seen these festivals. They look fucking cool as shit. There's people like dressed in these huge like Krampus costumes, and it's fucking utterly amazing, especially the depths that some of these people go to put their costume together. Let me see if I can find a video that I can play that's not going to get me booted from fucking Facebook. Let me see. So this video here, and I will give total credit to the page, which is Viral Hog. Let me see if I can get this. If I can get this video for y'all, I'll play it for y'all, but we'll see. And it's just basically the Krampus parade that goes on. It actually has a name, and the name of it is I'm going to fucking butcher this, is Krampuslauf. So Krampuslauf is a modern take on the tradition in Austria, Germany, Hungary, Slovenia, and the Czech Republic, which involves people who may or may not be intoxicated. This guy right here, because I may or may not be intoxicated right now. Dressed as Krampus, and they fucking dress the fuck up. Like, it's not even like shitty costumes. It's legit like movie quality on these fucking costumes. Like, these people are fucking dope. Let me see. Yeah, so it's fucking insane. And of course, basically what they do is it's known as Krampuslauf, which basically means a Krampus run. So they fucking go and they're in the town square. They're all over this fucking town, and there's fire everywhere. There's fucking people dressed as Krampus. There's people not dressed as Krampus. But it's guys and girls. It's not just like dudes fucking running around, running amok. In this town, it's like a huge fucking festival. So also, it is customary to offer Krampus schnapps. So Krampus, he likes to drink. He fucking likes his schnapps. I would offer him, kind of schnapps would I offer him? I'd probably give him some peppermint schnapps. It's Christmas time. Give him that Christmassy flavors of peppermint. So give him some peppermint schnapps there. Or a strong distilled fruit brandy. Never been much of a brandy guy. But hey, Krampus, that's what you like, bro. That is what you like. The runs may include Perk-10, which is another type of what would you call it? Another type of like spirit from like their folklore, I guess you would say. Perchton. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, but it's spelled Perchten. Similarly, wild pagan spirits of Germanic folklore, and sometimes female in representation. Although the Perchten are properly associated with the period between the winter solstice and January 6th. So, no, just Tim, it's actually the real no, it's just the supernatural in general, man. It's not actually like the TV show Supernatural. It's actually like real, I put in quotations, real life supernatural cryptids, UFOs, anything that cannot be explained. That's what this podcast is about. Which I did think of changing the name when I first decided to do it, because I was like, people are going to think it has to do with the Winchesters, and it does not have anything to do with the Winchesters, which I don't know. I may throw them in there if an episode calls for it. I may talk about them, but so far haven't had to yet. But yeah, so the Perchten are properly associated between the period of the winter solstice and January 6th. So these spirits were also out running around. I don't want to say running amok, because they really weren't running amok, but they were out and about doing their thing. Let me see. Where is my video upload? Let me see if I can find it. Krampus. So I really hope you guys are having a good time, and I want to thank you guys for joining me on this Christmas Eve. You guys didn't have to be here, and I appreciate that you guys are here chit-chatting it with me. Like I said, usually I have guest hosts, but they had other commitments that they had to do, which is totally understandable. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Let me upload this for you guys real quick, and I will play it. And like I said, all credit goes to the YouTuber that uploaded this. Here we go. It's processing. So, but yeah, I think I would like to go to one of these actual festivals. They seem pretty cool. I mean, who wouldn't want to get drunk and run around in fucking costume, dressed like a demon, drinking? And I mean, especially like in Austria or Germany, wherever, because I mean, they have them in multiple places. It's not just in one place that they have these festivals. But I think it'd be fucking pretty cool. I think it'd be something to experience. I know that it's been growing here in the States, the legend of Krampus, due to movies and stuff. So excuse that bell. That's my my dryer was going off. So I don't think we have any festivals like that yet here in the States, but I know that the popularity of Krampus is growing because of the movies and places that we've seen Krampus. I was actually going to dress up as Krampus because we had dress up days at school for the 12 days of Christmas before we're off of for Christmas vacation. And one of the days was dress as your favorite Christmas character. I was this close to throwing on my Krampus mask and my cloak and going to school dressed as Krampus, but I decided against it because I didn't want to offend anybody. But let me show you guys this video. This is from Viral Hog on YouTube. It is a Krampus parade, and just to give you guys a little taste of what they do, check it out.
He's Santa Claus. Oh, que teie!
Åh, det är så. Det är så.
It's sexy. Sexy Krampus. Woo! Woo!
Tell me that shit didn't look fun. Tell me that shit did not look fun. Wow. For the audio listeners, sorry, you're not going to get to see it. Go to the fucking YouTube and watch this episode. That way you can see the video that I just played. It was basically a Krampus parade. Shit tons of people dressed up as Krampus. Wow. Like, that is so cool. And I mean, if you look in the video, you can see way far in the back, there's still a shitload of people coming with way different costumes on. So that it's fucking insane. So Merry Christmas, Big Johnny D, the Fluff Master Supreme, who's not so mean. Merry Christmas, brother. Merry Christmas. So let's see. So, okay, Johnny, I'm glad I have you here. I'm glad I have you here. I wish you could jump on for this right now, because I'm about to read the top 10 ranked Krampus horror movies from worst to best. And I wish I had you on here because we've reviewed some of these movies and I don't know, man. They put them a little higher than what I would have put them. But you're here in the chat, so you give me your little thoughts on it if you want, or if you want to jump in, fucking jump in. So starting with number 10, and I've never watched this one, so I can't say if it's good or not, but it is 2016's Krampus, The Devil Returns. So this is a sequel to Krampus, the Christmas Devil. So in the first, it said the story follows 3 police officers who try to solve the case of the children from their town disappearing. As soon as they learn this is the works of Krampus, who also killed one of the officer's wives and abducted his daughter. So that's number 10 of the Krampus movie ranked. Number 9 is the predecessor to the one I just talked about. This is Krampus, the Christmas Devil, which came out in 2013. The premise of this movie is Jeremy is a police officer who was kidnapped as a kid. He lives in his hometown and continues looking for his childhood kidnapper. But when other kids begin missing, he realizes that this might be the same kidnapper who abducted him as a kid. It just doesn't feel like Krampusy to me. And the picture of, you can't really trust artwork, as we know, especially from us older, being in video stores back in the day. We would see a badass cover for a movie and be like, oh my God, this movie's going to be great. The movie sucked ass. So I can't say that these movies are great based on the cover or the picture that they have here. The next is number 8, Krampus Unleashed, which came out in 2016. So in this movie, a group of treasure hunters is looking for a buried treasure. However, they find an ancient stone that has demonic summoning qualities that ultimately awaken. Who? Who do they awaken? Krampus. After sleeping for centuries, he starts hunting down people again. So I've never seen this. I may end up fucking watching these because I got time to kill tomorrow. I don't got shit to do, so we'll see. Another Krampus movie that came out in 2015 is Krampus the Reckoning. This is not the Krampus that everybody has seen. So at the center of it all is Zoe, a girl who was adopted by foster parents after her biological ones die. Some time ago, her grandmother told her about Krampus, and now the girl has made friends with the demon. Once her new parents start abusing her, she kills them with a voodoo doll and continues killing others with the help of Krampus and voodoo magic. Well, then that does not sound good to me at all. You cannot combine voodoo and Krampus. That is just... Oh, Big Johnny D just came in with some news and said newest audio episode of Somewhat Supernatural, which is episode 4, is scheduled to drop at midnight tonight, by the way. So Merry Christmas to you all. You will have the episode of The Wendigo coming to you on all forms of any way that you get your podcast, Spotify, iTunes, wherever. It's going to be there thanks to Big Johnny D. So that was number 7, Krampus the Reckoning. Number 6 is Krampus Origins, which came out in 2018. So this one takes place during World War I. It's currently raging as a group of American soldiers find an artifact that can summon Krampus. I don't like that. The soldiers are killed in battle, and the artifact is relayed to one of the soldiers' widows. The woman works at an orphanage, and the kids summon the demon who they must now battle. Kids fighting Krampus. I don't know. I might give this one a watch. I might fucking give this one a watch. I don't know. So number 5 on this list. Now, like I said, this is ranking from worst to best. Okay. I don't know, man. I just from the name, I don't know that this should be this high up. This one is called Mother Krampus 2, Sleigh Ride. So, John, we're gonna have some Krampus movies next year we can pick from on Gore and More. So let's see. This one is 4 young ladies in Cleveland, Ohio, are completing their mandatory community service during the Christmas night. They arrive at the last house and meet an old, welcoming woman. But as darkness approaches, they realize that there is something sinister about their host. That's all it says. It looks like a fucking porno. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was. That one came out in 2018. That was number 5. Number 4 is Mother Krampus, which came out in 2017. So this is the predecessor to the one I just spoke about. This story is based on the German legend about Frau Perchta. There's that word, Perchta, who was somewhat similar to Krampus. This witch takes a child each night during the 12 days of Christmas. In 1921, everything happened just this way. Then the same thing continued in 1992, but this time the townspeople hung a woman who they believed to be responsible. The woman cursed the town, saying that Frau Perchta would come to avenge her death. 25 years later, kids start missing yet again. Ooh. So number 3 on this list of best Krampus movies is A Christmas Horror Story 2015. I just watched this movie. This should not be this high up in the list. Maybe it is because the others are just that fucking horrible, but this isn't even really a Krampus movie. It's got a small part with Krampus in it. The Krampus design is fucking amazing, but there's just not enough of Krampus in here to be considered a Krampus movie. But it is an anthology film. And you guys may want to check it out. It is on Amazon Prime, I believe, or Tubi. I don't remember where I watched it for free. So if you want to give it a watch tonight, and you want to watch some horror movies on this Christmas Eve, give it a watch. Number two on this list is Krampus 2015, the one that we all saw at the theaters. So this is one of the most successful films about Krampus, and it came out in 2015. It's got a 49 out of 100, which isn't a great review, but it's better than a lot of these films that have been reviewed. But it's got a 49 out of 100 on Metacritic. And I guess, the cast on it's a really good cast, so that may have something to do with it also. But if you've never seen it, the story follows a family in which a boy accidentally summons the demon Krampus to their home due to having an unhappy Christmas. At the time, the premise was fairly fresh because there hadn't been a horror Christmas movie since 2006's Black Christmas. We're not going to talk about that movie. The number one Krampus movie. And my Gore and More buddies, I've heard them talk about it. I have not seen it. I don't remember if I saw it last Christmas or not. I think they watched it last Christmas, but I hear them say how shitty this movie is all the time. So I don't see how it's the number one Krampus movie. Rare Exports, 2010. So the movie is based on a short film, Rare Exports Inc., and its sequel about a company that ships out Santa Clauses to locations around the world. The story of the feature film follows the lives of people living near Cortuvarani Mountains who discover the secret behind Santa Claus. So I don't know, never seen it, but the guys shit on the movie all the time. So how good can it really fucking be? I don't know. That is the top 10 Krampus movies from worst to best, according to this article that I just read. Yeah, I've seen a few of these, and like I said, I would not have put, especially Krampus at number 2. Krampus 2015 should be a number 1. Christmas Horror Story. All I'm saying is, if they put a Christmas Horror Story this high up, then obviously these movies have to fucking blow. They have to fucking blow dick, and not in the good way. So with that, guys, I want to say thank you for tuning in and spending this Christmas Eve with me just a little bit. I hope you guys have a great Christmas. I hope you get everything you want. Spend that time with your family, drink that eggnog, get merry, party it up, do whatever you do to celebrate Christmas. And just remember, be good for goodness sake, because Santa isn't the only one making his rounds. You may just end up in the depths of hell with Krampus pulling you down. Good night. Merry Christmas.